It's a big welcome to all those out there in football land as we bring you representative football live here from Balcktown International Sports Park. It's the NEAFL Under-22s taking on the Black Diamond League. Joining me up here in the box, Ryan Webster from the Black Diamond League, a regular on Bar TV, and he'll be helping out with the game this afternoon. Of course, the NEAFL Under-22s taking on the Black Diamond. It should be a fantastic affair. An underage side taking on the full strength of Black Diamond. And Ryan, thanks for joining us up here on the digital sports coverage.
Fantastic to be here looking at a very picturesque football ground, it must be said. Game underway. Congratulations to the girls who just completed their representative fixtures as well. And it was a quick handball out from Law early. Outside to the wing. That's in the 23 jersey, and it's a mark early down there in the forward line to the NEAFL side.
It's Griffiths going in 29 and lands in the arms of Himmelberg.
They're going to be a quick side, full of talent, a really young side as we know. They're under 22s, but they're fit, they're fast, they're skillful, coming up against a Black Diamond side that's played a lot of footy together, well coached by Chris Bishop and have had a bit of success in recent years.
Himmelberg steps over the paint, lines them up. It's a good-looking kick. I tell you what, it doesn't get any better than that. They open the account with a major, and the NEAFL Under-22s take the early lead.
51 seconds into the match. It was a quick clearance. Good ruck work from the big man. I believe it was William Muir doing the ruck work for the NEAFL side. And a good delivery early and leading within a minute.
Perfect start for the NEAFL boys.
Black Diamond got a jam-packed midfield full of talent. They've gone with their big guns early. Webster, Fleming from the Terrigal Club, and also Jackson Monk from the Newcastle City Blues. A lot of experience there, but it was the NEAFL side who have got the jump early. Away we go again. It's Atkin from Warners Bay doing the ruck work for Black Diamond. He's up against Muir, and it'll be a stoppage in the middle of the ground. Bit of a football bonanza today, Craig.
Three big representative games coming to you live here from Blacktown. We've already seen the AFL Canberra women's team wrap up the series against AFL Sydney. And of course, NEAFL Under-22s taking on the Black Diamond. Of course, AFL Sydney and AFL Canberra go head-to-head. And that should be a wonderful clash coming to you live from about 2:30 this afternoon. As scrappy play sees the ball come towards the near side. No one really taking advantage, wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire will come in and sort this one out.
Black Diamond will pride themselves today on their tackling pressure. They've got to play it at their own pace. If it's going to be a free-flowing game, you feel it'll go the way of the NEAFL side. The Black Diamond really need to play a good brand of tempo footy. That's Lewis in there. Bishop will coach the Black Diamond side, and Manton gets a clearance or a part clearance there for the NEAFL. In there is Monk. Got a quick kick towards centre half forward, but the NEAFL player playing in front there, he'll go back and take his kick, and that is Thomas Fowle.
Well, got something wide. Telegraphed it a little bit too much, but his kick was good. Found Cameron Gordon. And Gordon has the opportunity to set something up for the NEAFL. Go down the line. The kick not a good one, and chopped off by Sam O'Brien. Wants to go inboard. Just a little hand in there was a good one from Fife. Good footballing name, that one at the moment. Foley goes central, just on the edge of the square. Called the play on now. Knew what was around him. The kick, a good penetrating one offline, but getting back Himmelberg, the goal scorer, gets around one almost. Gets the handball away. They're building something here, the NEAFL. Manton's kick smothered off the boot. Some good work from the BDAFL. Get it up. And a kick in from Rennett. And a good saving mark on the last line from Lewis.
Brendan Lewis, the captain of the Killarney Vale club in the Black Diamond competition. He goes out wide, and it was a drop temp of a mark there by O'Malley, and NEAFL are out. This could be their second goal.
Oh, easy as you like. Round the corner. I think that's Taylor out there, is it?
Yeah, in the 19 jumper. Will Taylor kicks the goal. It's their second for the NEAFL side. And a little bit of scrubby play across the half-back line there from Black Diamond. You can't afford to do it at this level. It was Macaulay O'Malley who dropped the mark in the back pocket after some good aggressive play from the Black Diamond. Some untidy, skillful work, and puts their second on the board. 12 plays 0.
Early lead for the NEAFL under-22s. There really hasn't been an attacking play so far from the Black Diamond boys. They'll need to arrest that now. Sits up nicely. And coming in off the wing was Baker. His kick, just a scrubby one going forward. They've got the numbers. Some good work. I think that going through there was Gourlay.
Correct.
Turns around on his left boot. Good lead just over the fingertips. And the NEAFL boys pounce. In some trouble, but does well to get around at Fife again. He moves a little bit like his namesake. Got an extra F in there somewhere as well. Oh, that was a good tackle. The ball fortuitously lands back in his arms. And now they're out, the NEAFL boys, and the mark's taken by Mahadi.
Mahadi went to play on. The umpire called play on. He actually dropped it and went off his line, and the pressure there came from Price. NEAFL with all the play at the moment. That on the bottom of the pack there was Ray. And it's pretty scrappy early, as you'd expect in a representative fixture early in the game. That was Brendan Lewis. Ended up kicking it the wrong way. In there is Manson again. He's been pretty active early for the NEAFL side. Tapping it over the line there was Jackson Monk. Chris Bishop coaching the side today. He's also playing, started in the forward pocket. He's assisted by Courtney Knight and General Manager of Operations for the Black Diamond, Gary Birkinshaw, down on the bench. As mentioned earlier, they've had a lot of success in recent years, but they're a tough outfit this one. That'll be holding the ball against Renee, and away's Jay Lewis. The Terrigal Panthers centre-half back kicks it in towards Jackson Island. Goes a little bit further out again. That'll be Brasington. He's being trailed pretty well, I think, out there by Fowl.
Fowl gets it inside to Green on the run. He's just tackled out of it. Holding the ball's a goal. And you were spot on, Ryan, with your assumption that the Black Diamond boys are going to be very hard at the tackling football. Now with Gourlay, spins around, looks downfield, and a good kick and a great mark taken by Jackson Monk. And he will go back and have the first shot on goal for the Black Diamond League.
You feel like if the Black Diamond are to kick a score today, the midfielders are going to have to step up and kick some goals. They've got a lot of good users of the footy that will play through the middle. And they're all going to need to play a really significant role to kick a score on this fast-running NEAFL side. Monk, he's a good player. Very experienced campaigner for the Newcastle City Blues. That one misses to the near side. And it's a Black Diamond 0-1-1. They're trailing the NEAFL side, 2 goals. Nearly 7 minutes gone here, first quarter at Balcktown.
Ball to come back into play. It's a short kick. It's a good one. Finds a target. Another short kick out of defence. They're toying with it at the moment. But this one doesn't come off. Van Dam, what a wonderful name. Goes inside. He's tackled Williams for the NEAFL. Scrubby kick. Looking for the boundary line and finds it. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Right in front of the I Love Blacktown sign.
What a surface.
It's a great surface. It's a great centrepiece for footy in Sydney. We play a lot of our grand finals at this venue. And of course it has hosted AFL games in the past, as well as NAB Cup games throughout the pre-season, and was training base for the Giants in their formative years. They now base themselves out of Homebush, a wonderful facility they have out there as well. Now Black Diamond turning this ball over, looking for an opportunity to go forward, hitting the pack hard, comes clear. Now the NEAFL boys with a little bit of slick handballs. They go inside, once again looking for Himmelberg. Just gets under his feet. Tracking it back in the pocket of the 50-metre arc at the moment. And the umpire will come in and ball this one up. Some good tackling by the Black Diamond boys. Wraps this one up. 8 minutes played, first term. 11 points the margin.
You feel like early on in the clinches, Black Diamond is super competitive. When the ball comes out to the edges, it's the NEAFL boys who just have the sleight of hand at the moment. That's Fleming. Brendan Lewis has been pretty active early. Here's Webster, played at a high level as well. Goes to his club coach, Chris Bishop, also coaching the representative side today. And the Black Diamond force a draw. It was Foley who took it over the line for the NEAFL side. Just want to settle here, the Black Diamond. They want to get their structures going. They've been together for a couple of weeks now. They'll have to rely on a few experienced campaigners to get them over the line today. Bishop was out to Webster. Josh Polglaze, the 3 Terrigal players combined. 4 of them now down to Peter Van Dam, playing with his brother Jason today. He's at the other end of the ground though. Comes out to the NEAFL player Surtbass, and he's away on the wing. Tucks the ball under his arms and kicks to centre half forward, but it was to no avail. It'll be Zach Metcalf taking the mark on the half back flank. Trying to slow the play down a little bit there for the Black Diamond. Sam O'Brien was good enough to butter up, and he goes down towards his coach in Bishop. Pace let him down a little bit there, and it was the NEAFL player in McKay who came out and delivered it to the centre of the ground.
NEAFL again, they go inside 50. They're really dominating the inside 50s at the moment. Himmelberg at the back, tries to spin out a tackle. Beautiful support from Williams. The words elude me, and Williams goes back and splits the middle, and the NEAFL under-22s have another one on the board. And some good play by Himmelberg. And support from Williams, and the margin now out to 17 points.
Straight away you can see Himmelberg, he's been a target early for the NEAFL side. They've kicked to him on just about every occasion, and already you can see he's tried to body Zach Metcalf under the ball. Zach Metcalf is a big boy, he'd be the best part of 90 kilos, but Himmelberg reading the ball beautifully off the boot of his midfielders, and away we go again in the middle of the ground. It's going to be Dawes now, the Newcastle City ruckman, in there for the Black Diamond side. Sam O'Brien gets a handball about 5 metres in direction, but once again it's another effective clearance. Well, it's going to be from the NEAFL side, and that was Baker on this occasion. Centre of the ground again, NEAFL attacking.
Oh, I'm not sure about that from Metcalf. Tried to throw the boot out at it. You can get a boot to it, you can get a hand to it. They've done well here, the Black Diamond boys, and finds Monk deep in defence. Wants to go through the corridor. Sharp kick, unable to be taken. And now they're in a bit of trouble. Comes back into support, Monk. Comes clear. Handball up from Baker. Goes back across from Lewis. Toying with danger. Price's handball was good. And out of defence now. Looking for a target on the wing. Back there for NEAFL is Fall. He's having plenty of it at the moment. Good handball out. Support comes. It was Powies. And he gets it out in front of Griffiths. Griffiths swings it around, and a scrubby looking kick, but finds a target. And now the NEAFL looking for targets all around the ground. They go backwards to go forwards. What can they build here? Good work from, that was Lewis. Just got a hand amongst it, but they're still under pressure, the Black Diamond boys. Good tackle applied and not rewarded. And they're doing all the tackling at the moment, but when they're tackling, they haven't got their hands on the ball.
Goes down to Himmelberg again. He's in the forward pocket and been very active early. Rushed out of possession. It's going to bobble over the line and may hit the point post, and it'll be a throw in. 11 and a half minutes gone here, quarter one. Mentioned it early in the match. Black Diamond looks super competitive on the inside, laying a lot of tackles at this stage. But some of the young, classy players, all under the age of 22 for the NEAFL side, are hitting the scoreboard early. They're going back to go forward, and gee, they look classy.
Yeah, they just set up well off those ruck contests. They've got players behind the ball, and they're dishing out.
And for a side that hasn't been together for too long, it looks like they're almost playing a press with the quick clearing kicks from the Black Diamond, not really reaching any specific mark. It's the NEAFL players who are just rebounding super easy and putting the Terrigal and Newcastle City predominantly playing backmen under a lot of pressure.
Push out in the ruck, and it's the Black Diamond boys who come away with it. They want to go through the middle, but leading the charge. On the occasion, I think that was Crockmale. Just tops it back. They've got some numbers now coming in support. Good at tackle there from Ireland. Has to quickly get the ball clear. They've got the numbers. They just need to find some clean football.
Yeah, they're out.
Van Dam gives it off. This is Ireland again. Lines them up and misses. Another opportunity gone begging.
Yeah, good forward pressure there from the Black Diamond. That'll impress the coach, but you can't afford to be wasteful in front of goals when you're playing a talented side. But gee, on the flip side, this will be Haswell. He's buttering up now for the Black Diamond side. Handball's back to Aaron Seen. He's on his wrong side. He's a left footer. And on his non-preferred right, the kick was never penetrating enough to register any score for the Black Diamond side. It'll be Ray kicking into the middle of the ground. Pursuing the ball there is Fife. We've said his name a few times early for the NEAFL side. Baker applied some pressure there on Collins. No one getting clean possession. And it'll be a boundary throw-in. Just over 13 minutes gone. Quarter one at Blacktown, #1 sports ground. Really special occasion for the Black Diamond side. Not too many occasions they get to play on a surface in an arena quite as impressive as this one. Dawes doing the ruck now. Gives it down to Webster. Best player in the competition for the last 2 seasons in this competition. Went over the back. Pursuing it's Goulet. Probably the best forward in the Black Diamond at the moment. Brasington just lowers the eyes, and it's a good kick. Kicks to Peter Van Dam, and congratulations to Peter. He's playing his 10th representative match today for the Black Diamond League. A stalwart of the competition. At least 15 seasons he would have played, and a very reliable goal kicker, ruckman. Pretty much plays anywhere around the ground. He'll have to kick from the best part of 50 metres. They'll test him. Van Dam lumbers in, doesn't connect all that well with the footy.
It's disappointing for the Black Diamond boys. They shot on goal and they've just turned it over with really no contest at the ball. They need to take their opportunities. The NEAFL boys clear it out of the defensive half, and look at the numbers. Willing to move the ball by hand. They are the next generation. And they see that ball over the boundary line. 14 and a half played in this first term. 3 quick goals from the NEAFL under 22s. They lead by 16 points.
It was mentioned post-game from the Black Diamond coach, Chris Bishop, that they're probably giving away a little bit of fitness, a little bit of speed, obviously age. They're going to have to... you can see inside they're moving the footy really well. But it's in these situations that typically so far in this match, the NEAFL side have got on top. That was seen. He goes down to Jackson Island, the veteran. Gee, sells a bit of candy. Island kicks a goal from about 50 metres, and that looks good. Jackson Island, the Killarney Vale veteran, kicks the first goal for the Black Diamond side. They're trailing the NEAFL side. It's 1-2-8 to Black Diamond. The NEAFL 3-0-18. Nearly 16 minutes gone. First quarter.
They'll be much happier with that ball movement. You can just see the play here through the middle. Great work here. I thought he'd done it a little bit too much there, Jackson Island, but beautifully worked his way back onto his right boot and split the middle. And a wonderful goal to get their account. They're just starting to get on top at the moment. They were rushed early by the young fellas from the NEAFL under 22s.
And once again, they just swarm the footy. This is Mifsud there for the Black Diamond. Probably holding the ball there. Good decision from the umpire. Had a look, took on a tackler. The tackle was laid, and it's going to be another attacking sprawl from the NEAFL side, and they've got numbers here at centre-half forward. That'll be Law to take the mark. They've gone to Himmelberg at pretty much every opportunity have the NEAFL side. This time they don't. It's a mark taken in the forward pocket by Cameron Gordon, and like most forwards, you'd assume he'd go back, line up the big ones. He'll kick from around about 40 metres.
Cam Gordon played a lot of footy in and around Sydney. Spent some time Campbelltown. Spent some time at the Sydney Hills Eagles in the NEAFL as well. Now finds himself lining up for the NEAFL rep side. A shot on goal. Approaching the 17-minute mark. It'll be a good kick if you can get it through. Just hangs it out right to start with, and it stays that way. And their first blemish on the scoreboard.
19 plays 8 late in the first term. Josh Polglaze with the kicking in duties for the Black Diamond side. He's going to elect to kick it in the Mifsud direction. It was a terrible kick, and buttering up now is the attempted goal kicker Gordon. He went with the banana and made a really good effort there, but didn't give it enough curl. That one goes to be across the face, and yeah, he is down.
Look at it as he comes across. You can see he's got a bit of open space here. In pursuit was Fleming. Just as he kicks it.
Oh, yeah.
Incidental contact, nothing really in it.
I think it was the hip, was it?
Went up for the spoil and came down. Made contact. Up and about now, though.
Dearly love a goal here, the Black Diamond side. Doing the ruckworks, Atkin for the Black Diamond team. They're out a little bit here. It was Goulet, who's been pretty active early. But like they've done so often early in this match, the NEAFL side reading the ball beautifully off the boot. So he kicks it out to a contest, though. That'll be Mifsud up against Griffiths. Forced Geraldo to Mifsud and actually won the footy in the end. Umpire pays a free kick. Looks like it's off the ball to Sam O'Brien.
It was great work from Mifsud. Just got his body in there and forced a contest with Griffiths.
That's a good kick.
NEAFL under 22s. There's a couple of bounces. I don't know about the kick. Trying to invent something. Unfortunately, just turns it over. The kick out of bounds on the full. And the Diamond boys will reload. A good kick into the centre of the ground. And a great mark taken by Aaron Seen. Wants to go quickly. Gets it on the left. But once again, a turnover in defence. Big hit. Just slips under the contest there was Green. Umpire says play on. Spalls to Vasey. Now the tacklers come. It's off the back of the pack in the arms of Mifsud. Just took too long. But the free kick's going to go his way.
Yeah, slightly over the shoulder there. I think it was there. Been pretty active in the last sort of 5 minutes, Mifsud. He's going to look for a forward target. Who have they got down there? It looks like Connor Haswell's doing the leading. Not an overly big target, Haswell, and never really looked like taking the grab, but did really well on ground level. Haswell put it on the left boot and went over the shoulder.
Shepherded through, he did.
Brilliant. O'Malley shepherds through. Haswell kicks the goal on his left side. And Black Diamond kick a goal late in the first quarter. One that they probably needed to even out this match a little bit. And they look pretty impressive when they go forward. They've been super competitive around the contests. You can almost see the bigger bodies and a little bit of experience, but as we keep mentioning, down at these skill areas around centre wing, kicking into centre half forward and full forward, it's hurting them a little bit, but they do register a score on that occasion. Well done, Haswell.
He called it well. He provided the contest. Wasn't a strong contest in the air, but his second effort at ground level was fantastic. And Diamond get their second on the board. They reduced the margin to a straight kick, and in light of the quick start out of the blocks by the NEAFL under-22s, you'd be pretty happy with that at the moment. They've got a chance now, maybe even the ledger. Great tackle applied by Goulet, unrewarded, and the umpire says holding the ball.
Didn't he drag it out, the umpire, as well?
Likes a bit of theatre.
John O'Goulet, probably one of the best defensive attackers in the Black Diamond competition. He's kicked 12 goals in the last 2 rounds of that competition. Very good footballer. Webster delivered in there. He was looking for Brasington. Mifsud again, playing that small forward role across half forward. He's been pretty active of late. Goes down there to Goulet again. He's got Webster on the outside, but it was partially intercepted there by the NEAFL defender. Another scrap at centre half forward for Black Diamond. And a ball up. Possibly time for one more scoring shot to the right end of the ground for the Diamond boys. Coach Chris Bishop and assistant Courtney Knight would dearly love another opportunity here.
Coming out there was Manton. Stepped out of the tackle a little bit too easy, but they go hard at it. Coming through now, Black Diamond with another opportunity. Bishop, kick just smothered off the boot. Turning around on the outside, looking for some space. I think that was Vasey. Handball comes in from Webster. They spin around again. How will this one sit? Almost a mark been able to tackle by Haswell. It was touched. Get another one. They're doing all the attacking late in this quarter. With Black Diamond, the margin back to 5 points.
That's Powell in the back pocket there for the NEAFL side. Gives it out to that man, Williams, who's been pretty active out on this wing. Honours the league there of Collins, but he was really closely trailed there by Kurt Fleming, the heart and soul of the Terrigal midfield. Terrigal, the premiers in the Black Diamond competition. For anyone watching at home, the Black Diamond represents the Central Coast and Hunter Valley Australian rules clubs. Competed by 6 sides in that competition. The NEAFL under-22s, they're a classy outfit. Only coming together late, but they opened their account early. Had all the possession in the first half of this quarter. The Diamond boys have been pretty impressive towards the latter stages. Goes down towards Jay Lewis. You can hear Bishop yell for top. Couldn't get a left-handed handball out. Bishop went in hard, but doing well there on the bottom of the pack was Powies. And away goes Powell. Lewis presents. He couldn't catch him. Powell's quick. Kicks down towards Jason Van Dam and Himmelberg. Jason Van Dam went to ground. Himmelberg butters up. He's on his right side, but elected to handball back inside. Goes to Griffiths. Griffiths breaks the tackle. Kicks a goal. The 4th for the NEAFL boys. And they'll lead 4-2-26. Black Diamond 2-3-15. A missed tackle, a couple of missed tackles, and that was a full display of the NEAFL pace and skill that these guys possess.
It was really off the back of the advantage call on this centre wing here. May have confused the defenders, and they were just caught out. See here, the advantage was called late. They were away. It was good from Van Dam to get in amongst this contest. But Himmelberg looks like he's Jeremy Cameron likes it over the back.
Right part of the world.
And Griffiths, one of the boys on the radars of the Giants as well. Here's Liam Griffiths. There's the ball. He's in the middle again.
And once again, don't they spread so well, these NEAFL guys, just getting kicks over the back. Josh Polglaze did really well. Affected a little soccer kick down to the centre wing position. It'll be Griffiths, who had a bit to play in that last goal for the NEAFL. Wasn't an effective possession. It was a really good tackle there laid by Josh Polglaze. And Josh Polglaze playing in his first representative match for the Black Diamond. Late first quarter. There'll be Mahady up against Dawes there in the ruck. NEAFL again get a quick kick out, but it's well done Jay Lewis. He affected the front position. That's Baker there. Goes back to Metcalf, who started the game deep in the back line. Jay Lewis goes down again, but was just a little bit fumbly below his ankles. And once again, you can see the quick handball out the back. They're really well drilled. It'll be Law. He'll go to full forward towards that man Himmelberg again, and great grab. Let me assure you, it's not easy to play one-on-one with Jason Van Dam, the Terrigal skipper. But it just shows the class of this young man, Harrison Himmelberg, who has been arguably one of the most impressive players early on in this match. And it'll be Himmelberg to kick from about 25 metres out, slide angle. Hits it pretty well. Sneaks it. No, it was touched, was it? Must have been touched there by the man on the mark, Jason Van Dam.
Interesting one.
Yeah, didn't pick it up here from the commentary area. Lewis goes out to Fleming. Black Diamond dearly can't let in a goal here. And they won't. Quarter time, Blacktown, number 1 sports ground. It's the NEAFL side, 4-3-27. They're leading the Black Diamond 2-3-15 in what was a pretty competitive opening quarter of footy.
Yeah, really, that NEAFL under 22 side, they came out of the blocks with a real spurt, and it looked like they were going to get on top of Black Diamond, but to their credit, they worked their way back in with plenty of defensive efforts around the ground, and they go into the first break. 12 points in arrears for Black Diamond boys. They would have desperately liked to keep that last goal out and just limit it to 1 goal, but we do have a game on our hands here at Blacktown. The margin 12 points at quarter time. We'll take a short break here from Balcktown International Sports Park. We'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes time with all the action from the second quarter. It's the NEAFL under 22s by 12 points. All in readiness for the second term here at Balcktown International Sports Park. The margin 12 points in favour of the NEAFL under 22s, but a strong back half of the first quarter by the Black Diamond League will see them confidence building in this second term. Umpire holds the ball aloft.
It'll be Muir to go up against Atkin for the Black Diamond side. Same way the game started. Not a bad bounce from the umpire. They forced a draw there, the two ruckmen. And much the way the first quarter was played, it's a tight affair. As mentioned, Craig, yeah, really strong start from the NEAFL boys. They targeted Himmelberg early. But in the second half of that first quarter, the Black Diamond boys, with their tackling pressure, worked their way back into it. Managed to kick a couple of goals. And were pretty impressive. That was seen, went down towards centre half forward. Just a little bit fumbly there was Ireland for the Black Diamond League. Kicked a good goal, and there's Muir, the big ruckman buttering up. Kick goes out to centre wing for the NEAFL side. And as they did so many times early in the match, get easy possessions out on the wing in plenty of space. That was Fife with the double F who kicked there. And look at the running speed there of Surpass. Just breaks the tackle. It was actually a pretty good commitment there from the Black Diamond boys to affect the kick in the end. Probably could have been paid a high tackle. There was Metcalf, well umpired. Ball up 40 metres directly in front from the NEAFL goal.
Yeah, you've got it right there, Ryan. It's the peripheries for the NEAFL boys. When they just move the ball out to the edges of the field and then work their way back in, it is very pretty to watch. But the Black Diamond boys come away with it out of defence. Great kick. Found Ireland going back. He goes inside looking for Lewis, I think it is.
Goulet
turns around on his right boot. The only one there is Mifsud. He did well to get in the contest. They've got an opportunity here now. Building for Ireland. Quick kick out of the pack is offline, and it eventually goes over out of bounds on the full.
Black Diamond there across half back gave the NEAFL guys a little bit of their own medicine there, with Webster giving a little handball over the top there to Scene. And John O'Goulet put it on the right boot and kicked it in towards goal. But as we've seen so often, so early today, the NEAFL guys just getting it out of their back line. Probably a little bit too easy. Baker's the general there at fullback. He chips over the top there to Crockmale. Just playing a little bit of tempo footy. No side wanting to make the mistake early. Gee, that's an ambitious kick. But doing really well there was Fowl. He had a really good opening quarter, taking the mark there in front of Jackson Island, the goal kicker. Jimmy Webster cuts it off there for the Black Diamond League. Webster goes towards Goulet. Why wouldn't you? Goulet made a really good contest. Drops down to Ireland. Beat a tackle there, did Ireland. Went back to Brasington. Brasington goes down towards full forward. And Fleming. Kurt Fleming.
Jeez, that's a strong mark.
Very good grab from the smaller man in the contest. Kept his eyes on the footy. The traffic was coming from all angles, basically. And Kurt Fleming, it must be said, probably not known for his set shots at goal, but a very tough in and under midfielder for the Terrigal Footy Club on the Central Coast. And the dual premiership player will go back and line them up. He'll only kick from about 30 metres. It's a very important kick, the most important of the game so far for Black Diamond. Kurt Fleming kicks the goal. Well done, Black Diamond. That's their third for the game. And opening moments of the second quarter, it's 3-3-21 to the Diamond boys. They're trailing the NEAFL side 4-3-27. Good build-up.
Exactly what the Black Diamond boys would have been looking for coming into this second term. It all came from a turnover from the NEAFL under 22s. And the Black Diamond boys, they just absolutely pounced on the opportunity, and that's what they need to do if they're going to work their way back in. They only trail by 6 points at the moment. And they have got the momentum going their way. Back in the middle now. And the umpire will call this back. Atkin in the ruck for the Black Diamond League. They reset.
Atkin goes up against Muir. Rucked pretty well as Atkin goes down there, and he's had a bit of the footy early as Law for the NEAFL side. And as we keep mentioning, they go out to these fringes and get the clearances. Oh, clean pickup down there was from Brendan Lewis. And away go the Black Diamond. It's Ian Baker. He's on centre wing. He's a left footer and goes with it. Kicks down in towards the direction of Goulet. He's been a target for them, as is Himmelberg for the NEAFL side. Goulet was brilliant below his feet. Goulet goes at goal. John O'Goulet. Goal of the day, Black Diamond. Goulet kicks his first. Mentioned he's kicked 12 goals in the last 2 games in the Black Diamond League. And all of a sudden, 4-3 plays 4-3, all square, 4 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, excellent work by Goulet to get amongst that, and the finish was first class as well. Let's just see here on the far side, nice clean pickup. Keeps the inside, just gives the little show. Oh, it's
classy. Played a lot of footy, Jono, in the Sydney League with Pennant Hills and also with Ainsley in the NEAFL. A Central Coast boy decided to come home and played in a successful premiership side with the Terrigal Avoca Footy Club last season.
Another bounce to be recalled in the middle. They'll be looking for another one here. Black Diamond. And once again, Atkin just tips it over the back. Ably supported by his midfield as they apply the tackle and force another stoppage. Goes again. Just bring it down and they get the ball going forward. Bottom of the pack there, I think, was Brasington. Now tries to dish it out. Comes to Haswell. Goes backwards to go forwards. They've done well here, the Black Diamond, but the turnover comes and fall again. And strong in defence for the NEAFL under-22s.
Jay Lewis had a bit of the footy early for the Black Diamond side, just wasting a little bit of his possessions at the minute. Foal kicks towards centre wing. O'Brien and Webster running back with the flight. Takes a good grab, elects to go with his non-preferred left, and it was a classy kick in towards Bishop. Jay Lewis again, he's had plenty of the footy, needs to use it better this time. Oh, great smother there, affected by the NEAFL player. It was Williams, and they're out. Away go the NEAFL side. Griffiths kicks towards Himmelberg, why wouldn't you? Harrison Himmelberg takes a grab. Forward pocket for the NEAFL side, and it was a good smother affected in the middle of the ground by the NEAFL boys.
It's a perfect smother from Williams, wasn't it? He just stopped the ball and it ended up in his arms. Yeah. Dished it off to Griffiths, and Griffiths found Himmelberg on the lead and sets up a goal from a smother. Himmelberg's been on target so far. Lines him up, looks a lot like a Cam McCarthy from the Giants. The way he approaches the ball, and also the follicle look that he's got going on. Unfortunately, just offline.
O'Brien started the game pretty well. They look better, Black Diamond, when they hold up the footy. Oh, that wasn't a great kick. Turnover again. It's hurt them all day, the Black Diamond boys. And another shot on goal will come from a skill error there.
Well, that was just a payback there from Himmelberg. Got good service from Griffiths in the previous shot on goal. And he's just turned around and said, well, whatever you can do, I can do better. Griffiths now wants to go one better with the shot, though. Lining him up, measured approach. Off the right, umpire just watching this one. It fades across the face of goal and misses to the left-hand side.
It's a good game of footy when only skill errors are causing goal opportunities. It's tight and it's tough early. But how often have we seen good spoils over the back from these NEAFL guys? Seen's been pretty active. He's a left footer on his wrong side. Goes towards Brasington. The ball will bounce back inland. Couldn't take clean possession. There was Rennett for the NEAFL boys. And they'll force another draw. It'll be a throw up. Centre wing. Nearly 9 minutes gone. Early stages, second quarter. 2 points the lead for the NEAFL boys. It's a really even game of footy, this. NEAFL got the jump, but good tackling pressure and a few classy goals from the Black Diamond boys have got them right back in the match.
So good work there in that contest from Jackson Monk. Just made sure there was no contact with the boot for the kick out of the contest. We reset for a boundary throw-in.
Dawes, probably the premier ruckman of the Black Diamond competition, gets a good decisive tap down. The handball coming out from Webster, but it was to no one in particular. Holding the ball, advantage will be played. Webster, beautiful delivery to Goulet. And sensational play from the Black Diamond boys. It was a holding the ball decision that went their way. Webster was good enough to play the advantage and deliver to their spearhead forward, John O'Goulet, who's getting better as this game goes on.
Certainly providing a good target up there forward for the Black Diamond League. Can he finish off? His last kick on goal was sensational. This one a little bit more traditional. Sets it to the right and it stays right. So a little bit of yips coming in at both ends of the ground. 9.5 minutes played. The margin just the 1 point in favour of the NEAFL under-22s.
Renette takes the kick-in mark. Deep at fullback. Powell, who started in the middle of the ground. Black Diamond trying to shut the game down a little bit here. NEAFL trying to get their running game going, and that's a clever kick from Powell. And they're out off the half-back flank.
Gordon has one bounce, has two. Doesn't mind a run at the ruckman. The kick goes straight into the player coming in defence in Sam O'Brien. He'll be disappointed with that effort, Cam Gordon. Made a lot of space on that far side and just wasn't able to finish off. Goes back in the ruck now. He'll be up against, I think that's Dawes that's moved into the ruck now.
Yeah, they're going to have to rotate a lot of their ruckmen up forward today, the Black Diamond side, in order to kick a score. They've got the tall timber and probably the kilogram advantage on some of these NEAFL guys. Coach Chris Bishop trying to utilise those bigger bodies to create contests deep forward. Another throw in. Real tight affair in this second quarter as the sting goes out of this match. Players trying to sort themselves out and work their opposition players.
So often you see that in representative football. The first quarter is pretty much a free-for-all, play by your own rules. And then you get a look at the opposition side. And things just starting to tighten up in that second quarter. Good kick out of the contest there from Baker. Goes up to a contest and Ireland just sees it over the boundary line.
Very clever footballer, Jackson Ireland. Won the Elliot Davey Medal in the Black Diamond League a few years back now, but still a very, very good player and just knows where to run to get the footy. We've seen him being targeted so often already in this match. Kicked a great goal early in the match.
Comes back indoors, once again brings it down, but there's plenty of NEAFL support there. In amongst it was McKay. They go through the middle now, gives it off to Williams. Been very lively early. Look at this kick going inside. Penetrating kick looking for Himmelberg, but getting back there is Metcalf. He's under pressure now. Himmelberg and Metcalf. Metcalf did well to just turn it around, wait for support to come. Has to go again. The umpire says a free kick will be high contact. And good work there from Zach Metcalf.
Jason Van Dam got the kick out, and Baker again. He plays that rebounding defender so well. Away go the Black Diamond side. That was through Vasey towards centre wing. They're a skillful outfit, this NEAFL side, and it'll come straight back. How often have we seen this?
Mahadi's kick there didn't get over 3 metres off the ground. Pinpoint accurate, and they go inside now. A little chip kick over the top for Muir. No issue giving up ground. Try and come in the other side. The run. Black Diamond have had time to set up in their defence though. And now in the arms of Collins, right on the edge of his distance, you'd think. You can just see the eyes darting around.
Yeah, it's good work by the Black Diamond guys getting back there.
Cam Gordon at the back, but that is a strong pack mark, and they're not paid to Dawes. Geez, he feel a little bit hard done by there. As Fleming comes away with it.
Great kick.
And sees down the line Bishop, but baiting in there was Jordan Law. Not a great kick though, and now Black Diamond have the opportunity to get it out of the area.
A bit of a nothing handball there. Might have came from Daisy. It was out on the full. Peter Van Dam will take the kick on centre wing for the Black Diamond side. This game of footy's turned into a real good one now. Kicks down towards Ireland. Webster's at the bottom of the pack. Jeez, they're out. Goulet has to run back towards the goal square. Webster goes with him with the right-handed handball. Goulet again, he's kicked a goal on the run already. Has a bounce. Oh, he fumbles.
There's a free kick.
Is it a free kick?
It's a blood rule.
Blood rule?
That's not when you call blood rules, especially if it's at the other end of the ground.
What happened then?
You just play it. The umpire 150 metres away has blown his whistle for a blood rule. Liam Griffiths coming off.
So is it a ball up or?
Well, it shouldn't be, to tell you the truth.
No.
There's no score made.
No one coming off the ground though, Craig. Oh, beg your pardon, yep. It was Griffiths. That's bizarre. Never seen that before.
I think the umpire may have even assumed that there was going to be a goal scored. Give him the benefit of the doubt, but you can't stop play like that. Especially when it's 2 metres from the goal line. Either way, we restart, and the NEAFL boys are going to go through the middle. Look at the runners they've got through here. Powis gives it off, and the tackle is a good one.
Tay Lewis.
And here they go. Handball was pulled at the last second because I think his teammate turned around. And now Monk goes inside, but the kick is turned over.
Few skill errors just on the wrong side. There was Monk. Didn't have the left foot to go with the nice pirouette. That's Fife with the double F. Handball's inside. Gives it off to McKay. McKay goes to centre half forward towards Himmelberg. I love this contest against Jason Van Dam. Himmelberg was fantastic. Gave the handball back inside. Goal number 5 for the NEAFL boys. And they're out to another 1-goal advantage. Classy play through the middle of the ground. Who was the goal kicker there, Craig?
Quite catch who it was coming through. See him centre screen. Have a look at the replay. Just pick it up here. Himmelberg was very good. It's a nice little touch. Gave it off. I think in there it was Powers.
Powers, I think, in the 22, yeah. Umpire will call that one back. Really good game of footy, this. 2 contrasting styles of footy as well. It's great to see. Muir up against Dawes. A couple of giants, these two guys. Dawes won the tap down. And there's maybe Monk for the Black Diamond side. Beg your pardon, it was Vasey from the Nelson Bay. Bishop's been pretty good in tight in this match. That's Power. Could have got one high. Umpire called play on. Be another laid tackle. It's nearly 17 minutes gone here, second quarter. 7 points the margin in favour of the NEAFL side. This is Peter Van Dam, kicks to centre half forward, down towards Ireland again. Oh, well done there. Took clean possession. There was Ray for the NEAFL.
Your finger in the eye there.
Oh, who's that down there? Maybe Ireland. Webster's out. Gave a handball back inside to Bishop. Bishop goes out further to Baker. Baker's a left footer. Baker from 40. Lines up the big ones. Kicks a goal. Black Diamond respond. Ian Baker, the centre half back from Newcastle City, kicks his first for the match. And it's back to a 1-point margin.
Some good vision from Chris Baker on that. Chris Bishop on that occasion. Could have just blazed away. Just opened his eyes a bit.
Good clean play here. Webster got a handball out to Bishop.
This one here could have gone to goal. Decided to look up, gave it off to Baker, and as you called it, left footer. Nice shot on goal and a great finish.
Back in the middle of the ground, Muir again up against Dawes. You'd have to say the midfield battle's gone the way of the NEAFL so far in this match. And look at the clean hands from the boys. That's Sertbast who goes in towards Himmelberg again. Great grab. Taken in front of Metcalf, and another clearance to the NEAFL. We just feel like if the Black Diamond boys could start getting some ball out of the middle, they'd go a long way to take the lead in this match. But it's the clean hands and the strong hands of this guy. Probably the most damaging forward on the ground so far, Himmelberg. He's going to go back and line them up almost directly in front. Himmelberg. Poor kick.
He's let himself down there, Himmelberg. He did all the hard work. Just unable to finish off.
Black Diamond playing the traditional huddle. Kick out towards our commentary side, and it'll be Webster. He's got a little bit of space, usually a beautiful user of the footy. Not on that occasion. Kicked it down towards Price. Peter Van Dam's had a really good quarter, as has Mifsud. Goes back towards O'Malley. Had a little bit of time, but it wasn't a great kick. Seen did brilliantly to force a contest there for the Black Diamond. It was a foul there for the NEAFL side. Fleming has been pretty damaging, as is Van Dam, and back to Webster. They're looking good on the left side. Webster kicks it down there towards centre half forward. Mark paid there to Zach Metcalf. And Metcalf, who started the game at deep fullback, has taken a grab. And gee, clean play, wasn't it?
Good mark taken. Strong mitts under plenty of pressure. And go back and line up for goal.
So Metcalf, he'll kick from about 48. Will it make the distance? It won't. In fact, it'll miss way out to the right. It'll be 20 metres short. Probably hurt them a little bit today, the Black Diamond boys, the goal kicking. Going in hard was O'Malley. Just had a look at the man. Fleming ducked the head, was held onto a little bit longer. I think that's a good decision. Kurt Fleming ducked the head early, wasn't paid for high, but the NEAFL player went on with the tackle. And Fleming from the Terrigal Footy Club will deliver into the forward line. Oh, it's a shocking kick. Cut off there was Mahady. He didn't have to do much, just stood his ground and took a grab. He switches the ball out, and the running game's on display again of the NEAFL boys. Away they go through half-back. May have been Foley. Worked under the ball there was Jason Van Dam by that man again, Himmelberg. Only thing letting him down thus far is his set shots at goal, but Himmelberg pretty much getting the footy every time goes in his direction.
She doesn't mind leaving home either. See him up on the wing quite a bit.
Modern day forward.
The first player that just turns it back to Lockett style full forwarding. I tip my hat. Sit in the goal square and 15-metre runs. They go forward again, NEAFL. Big fly, not able to come down. Went up too early. Himmelberg at the bottom of the pack. And sitting over the boundary line was Jay Lewis for the Black Diamond League.
Super competitive match, this one. If you've just tuned in, it was NEAFL who got the jump on the Black Diamond side, kicking the first couple of goals, but through tackling pressure, it was what Coach Chris Bishop highlighted early in the match. They've worked their way back into it. Lewis again.
A genuine attempt at a mark there from Williams. It looked good on replay. Absolutely nowhere near the football. Spinning out of this one was Foley. Now they have a look at the goals and lines them up beautifully. It's a goal to the NEAFL side, and it's off the boot of Blake Rennett. And they get another one. They just cannot reel them in at the moment, Black Diamond. And the NEAFL under-22s get another one on the board.
They look more likely to kick goals. I think that's what it comes down to. When they go forward, they've got key forwards. Not that the Black Diamond don't. Goulet's been very impressive early, but the clean midfielders of the NEAFL are getting their hands on the footy around centre-half forward, and on the run, they're looking more likely to convert. They lead now by 8 points into time on here in the second quarter. The midfield battle has gone all the way of the NEAFL, but on that occasion, a great tap. It came down by Dawes. That was in the 19, Taylor for the NEAFL side. Good handball, sweeping handball out there goes from Manton. He started in the midfield. It goes back to Taylor. Across centre half back. Gee, that's an ambitious kick. O'Brien read it pretty well for the Black Diamond side, and O'Brien might get the footy. He does. Well smothered there. He knew he had to do a good job, and it was Baker who did the good work. Webster's there. Gave a left-handed handball inside. Goes, well cut off again. It was Van Dam who handballed, but the intercept was taken by Ray, who's had a pretty good second quarter, and they're not afraid to switch at this NEAFL side. Away they go, once again out of centre half back.
Yeah, they're really making the Black Diamond boys work. It'll be interesting to see how the fitness levels of both sides stamps up to this high-intensity football. Price takes a good mark right on the paint of the 50. He sets himself for a shot on goal. You know him better than I do, Ryan.
Yeah, Luke Price, he plays a lot of time in the ruck for the Nelson Bay Footy Club and the far north of the Hunter Valley. Very good footballer, plays centre-half forward, plays in the ruck, really athletic guy. Very good kick at goal, but he's going to have to kick from over 50 metres. We haven't seen one kick from this far out today. Gee, strikes the ball beautifully, does Price.
Distance, not an issue. How's that for a shot on goal?
Luke Price, the Nelson Bay centre-half forward, part-time ruckman, kicks a goal. You would have kicked that from 55 metres out. Cleared the goal line with almost ease.
Ever since he took the mark, he said, no, I'm going back. He turned his back on play, which is usually frowned upon, but if you're going to kick him like that, do whatever you want. It's cleared it by 5 metres.
Yeah, once again, 2-point margin. Great game of footy, this one. No side willing to go away. The endeavour's been fantastic. You can see the opposing structures in the forward line. Goulet's got a paddock to himself. The NEAFL boys playing more of a conventional setup. Bishop's been impressive, as of Scene. Scene goes out to Webster. The sun was in his eyes, but he took a grab, Webster. And it probably has to be said, as far as kicks for goals go, this man is as good as any. Webster from 50, lines up the big ones and misses to the near side. Saw him kick a goal from there in a practice match earlier this season. Webster was given a little bit of space, missed the goal.
24 on the clock. They would have desperately wanted that one. Black Diamond going to the main break ahead. As it is, they only trail by 1 point, but it's just that psychological advantage. Can they get another one on the board?
Lewis and Scene in there, as is Rennett, the goal kicker for the NEAFL side. It's hard, it's tough, this game of footy. Away they go. Could have been a little bit of a sloppy attack on the footy there was from Atkin. But they're out again. That's Haswell. Scrappy kick forward. Goes to Goulet. Was good enough. Gives it back to Webster. He missed a kick earlier and misses that one to the near side.
I tell you what, he was almost going to claim that one, Goulet. It was a genuine half volley.
Was touched, was it? Oh, it was half volley. Right.
quick look on the. See here, he almost just picked it on the halfway. He was just about to stop and claim it. He thought, no, I'm going to look silly here if it doesn't come off.
Wouldn't be the first forward, though, to do it.
Stand up in those ones, just shake it in the air and say, yep, no, I got that.
That's right.
Might have been their opportunity, but geez, I tell you what, going into half-time with scores level might be just a true indication of this game.
It's Brasington. Atkin, the ruckman, put his head over the footy and went hard. Mifsud, the Black Diamond boys, they look like they want to finish this quarter stronger. Ball being played up there. Game of footy's being played up there end of the ground. And in the dying seconds,
see a few of the NEAFL under-22s there, hands on knees. They're being made to work for this one. Once again wrapped up in the contest. We'll have another ball up. 25.5 played in this second term. Scores all square. 42 apiece. 6-6 either way. It couldn't be any more even. Another boundary throw in.
Using their bench really well, the Black Diamond guys down here. They've got 2 or 3 staff members here working it really well. They're rotating exceptionally well.
Tackling pressure. It's been fantastic from Black Diamond. Certainly imposing their bodies on this younger NEAFL side. Griffiths back out there. Good to see. Been stitched up, patched up, and sticky tape everywhere.
Yeah, it was taken high back there was Griffiths. He's going to get the ball back. He's going to go to his left foot and kick towards centre half forward. And lovely use of the footy. That's what they're known for this side. Wheeling around on the wide boot was Mahadi. Goes to centre half forward. Great spoil over the back there was Baker. He kicked a great goal on the run earlier in this quarter. Jason Van Dam was good. Haswell could have been over the line, but play on. Mifsud contests and takes a great overhead grab. The smallest man on the field, Josh Mifsud, takes a grab. Bishop and the Black Diamond are out. Here they go. Let's have a look at their running game.
They beat the clock.
Absolutely. Oh, well, let's see. Running to 55 metres there was Lewis. Brendan Lewis. Fleming.
Beat it now.
Kicks a goal. Oh, terrific end to the quarter there from the Black Diamond side. From one end of the ground to the other. Went through the hands of Bishop and Brendan Lewis. He kicked long, and the mark was taken by Kurt Fleming. Kicked a goal. A couple of seconds to spare.
Yeah, you can just see we've got some bit of time here as a main break. Some good football, just rebound football through the middle. Bishop threw it out in front there of Lewis. Thought he might have just run a little bit too far, but some great work right on the line from Fleming. Just steps around. His greatest kick, almost missed his boot, but that won't show on the scoreboard as the Black Diamond boys go in ahead. They've led this game for 1 second and they go into the main break with that lead. They lead by a goal. NEAFL under-22, 6-6-42. The Black Diamond lead 7-6-48. A very entertaining game of football being played in a great spirit as well. So stick around. In about 20 minutes time we'll bring you all the action from the second half. It should be a cracker. The DIAFL, they lead by a goal, 7-6-48. NEAFL under-22, 6-6-42. You look like a blowfish. We were looking for you, actually. We wondered why you didn't come in. All set for the start of the third quarter here at Balcktown International Sports Park. It's the NEAFL Under-22s taking on the Black Diamond AFL. And thanks to a final second kick on goal, it's the Black Diamond that lead by 6 points. Ryan Webster in the commentary position, bringing you all the action from the third quarter.
Very interesting game, this game of footy, Craig. First quarter totally belonged to the NEAFL side. They were probably out-tackled, out-pressured a little bit in the second quarter. And some very skillful goal kicking, it has to be said, and good transition play from the Black Diamond side. It made them edge their noses in front at the half-time break. It's going to be a really good game of footy, this one. Both sides taking a lot of pride in their performance and wanting to put on a strong spectacle. Sam O'Brien scrubs one to centre-half forward. Jono Goulet, and he's let his play to the ball all day. Goes back to Mifsud, one of the great players of the first half. And Josh Mifsud from the Killarney Vale Footy Club kicks his first goal for the match and opens up a 2-goal lead now to the Black Diamond side. What was a very impressive string of play there. In and under kick out from the Black Diamond midfield. Got it to Goulet. Goulet's been sensational so far in this match. He was good enough to get a quick handball outside, and that one went off to Mifsud, who finished with a really classy grubber goal. Midfield battle's really starting to even up now. Brasington playing a loose man almost in defence, takes a grab at the back of the square. Goes out towards centre wing towards Sam O'Brien, who's been one of the better players on the ground for mine. Sam O'Brien wins another one-on-one contest, and look at them line up in the middle of the ground. Webster took it away there from Bishop. Bishop just kind of bobbled a handball. Webster enforced a great handball out there to Lewis. Jay Lewis has got his hands on the footy a bit as well. He's going out there towards Haswell. He was edged under the ball pretty well by Fife with the double F. Fife, no, he's another good tackle. It's Price there. Kicked a monster goal from outside 50 late in that second quarter. Really impressive. Haswell wheels around onto the left boot. But the mark's been paid. And the play on it might have been Griffiths, was it out there, Craig?
I think that was Taylor. Took the mark and played on quickly. Now the NEAFL side willing to work with the peripheries of the ground. Going downfield. It's a good start for the BDAFL as Brasington comes up with the ball on that occasion.
Brasington seems to be playing a loose sort of centre-half back role. Just trying to see if that's the ambition there of the Black Diamond coaching staff, or whether Sydney have done the same, whether the NEAFL side's done the same thing. Will be interesting to see how this one plays out with the two coaches. As much of a strategic battle this one as it is a battle of pure footy. Really good game of footy this one. Tight and tough early. Black Diamond with the only goal so far of the second half, courtesy of a Joff Misford rubber. Bishop's out again. He's going to get caught. It was a great tackle from behind. It was laid there by Ray. And the coach was run down in the middle of the ground. And as they've done it so well, their transition play, NEAFL look like they'll get a scoring shot inside 50.
Good short kicking, finding targets. Now it's Surtbass that goes wide and finds a target all out on his own there in Zach Fife. And he will line up on a tight angle, trying to improve it, but the umpire's going to swing him around. But he won't. He's got away with one there, I think, Fife.
Just goes to show you as well, you know, the holding the ball decision in the middle of the ground. Bishop was out, probably going to be a scoring opportunity to the Black Diamond. Lays a great tackle. It's been the flavour of the day, and on the flip side, the NEAFL side get a shot on goal.
Fife's kick's a good one. Not a lot of noise being made, but he does split the middle. And great kick from Zach Fife.
Zach Fife started the game really, really well, called his name a lot early. He was pretty competitive there in the second quarter as well, and a classy finish from the youngster. This NEAFL side, all under the age of 22. It's an open age Black Diamond side. Probably mid-20s towards the late 20s is the average age. A lot of experience. Peter Van Dam in his 10th representative match for the Black Diamond. His brother Jason in his 6th. Just coming together for the two training sessions, similar to the NEAFL side as well. The umpire will have it back.
Of course, we've got 3 big games here. We've already seen the AFL women's representative team, a game being played earlier this morning. AFL Canberra got over the top of AFL Sydney, and the men's game after this will be played out by AFL Sydney and AFL Canberra as well, joining us from about 2:30 onwards. But right now, we've got a tight tussle between the NEAFL under-22s and the Black Diamond AFL. Here goes Himmelberg, just a big show one way, goes around the other one, looks for the goals, but probably in the end didn't do any favours for his team. And the turnover comes on the last line. Now in the arms of Polglaze.
Polglaze switches play, goes out to Metcalf. He's going to kick down the line to centre wing where Haswell's got out. He's had a little bit of it early here in this third quarter. Himmelberg again, he's been so damaging. They go to him just about every time they move forward. And this is the way the Black Diamond like to play. They like to control the footy. Webster to his great mate in Lewis. Lewis might get tackled down, just got the kick away. Tackling pressure pretty good. It did affect the kick. Falling short of its intended target, which was Goulet. And the switch is on and away go the NEAFL. This is Gordon.
The spread's on. They come out now looking for Collins. Collins has got another one out. And just beautifully worked around the edges of Balcktown International Sports Park. Trying to keep it in and did very well on that occasion. That was Rennett. And the kick inside was even better. Ray trying to work something out, but getting back there and affecting it is Van Dam.
Jason Van Dam did sensationally, and Lewis's kick was even better. That was Brendan Lewis. He went for Haswell on the outer side, and there's a few loose players here. It's Peter Van Dam, goes inside to Webster. Webster's out. There's a player down with a couple of runners in the middle of the ground. Umpire doesn't stop play. It's play on. Goulet, he's got Aaron Seen. It's a pretty good kick from Goulet. He saw him at the last second. Seen goes up and contests. It was a good contest there against Crockmale. As butters up again, Aaron Seen, you could hear them call for him. He was out on the full. And it's a Black Diamond player down at centre wing. Webster had the footy, pretty much kicked it over the top of him. Play hasn't been stopped. He's going to probably have to get off the ground pretty shortly. They're a man short at the moment, the Black Diamond.
NEAFL bring it out to this near side. A bit of pressure now. It was Cert Bass. Gets it back on the run. Did well. A bit of pressure. Scrubby looking kick going forward though. Looking for Griffiths. Wasn't able to get there. In amongst it also was Rennett. Applying the tackle is Stephen Ray, and the umpire will come in and ball this one up.
Jay Lewis coming off the ground for the Black Diamond side. I didn't see the incident. It looks like it's a leg injury, possibly a hemi.
He's pointing to a left ankle.
Left ankle, is it? I know he's got bad hemis, but it may very well be an ankle. Well, that'll be a big blow to the side and also to his club, Terrigal. Weeks. Hopefully he's all right.
Foley goes out to Mahadi, just works the ball around, but a good tackle applied by Van Dam. He's been very good in defence and affects the turnover. Well, that was throw in on the far side of Balcktown International Sports Park.
I think it was a bit stiff there against Jason. The ball did go to ground. The NEAFL player butted up though and got a handball out.
Free kick on the end. It's going to go against the NEAFL under 22s. Push out in the ruck. I think that was a bit stiff. Now in the arms of Chris Bishop.
Bishop, centre half back for the Black Diamond. Directing traffic, goes with that left foot, but just like a lot of his teammates all day, turns it over at the wrong part of the ground. Webster took a good overhead mark. He had Metcalf on the outer wing, decided not to go to him. He'll elect to go to the other side. It'll be Sam O'Brien, who's played the wing role beautifully today. O'Brien goes towards Haswell. It's a 2-on-1, but Haswell was good enough to take the grab. Haswell back to Lewis. Was instrumental in the last goal of the second quarter for the Black Diamond, and they're chipping it around beautifully here, just getting some loose players. Brasington. There he goes short. This is how they want to be playing. This is Peter Van Dam. Mentioned earlier, his 10th representative match. Congratulations to him, and delivery. Probably the most structured passage of play there from the Black Diamond side. They chipped it around and waited for the option, and surprise, surprise, they kicked it to their spearhead forward, John O'Goulet, who will line up about 40 metres out directly in front.
It's pretty obvious to take away, and it's going to be a 50-metre penalty here. The player went through the mark. The player was Cam Gordon, I think, who's coming off and ran towards the boundary line.
Straight through. Yep.
And went straight through the mark, which is an absolute no-no. And what was a fairly easy kick turned into one that could not miss, and Goulet gets another one on the board for the Black Diamond. They jump out to their biggest lead of the day, 12 points ahead of the NEAFL under 22s.
Yeah, but just mentioned it earlier, just a terrific passage of play. They chipped it around. In the end, it was Peter Van Dam who delivered to a strong mark from Goulet. And every time Goulet seems to be leading for the ball, he seems to be getting a couple of yards on his opponent. At the moment, he's playing on Spencer Crockmale. Spencer's he affected a few spoils thus far, but Goulet, his pace off the mark's been super impressive and kicked a brilliant goal earlier in that second quarter.
Well, it's been an obvious decision to take away the run of the NEAFL under 22s, just deny them possession, and that's what the Black Diamond League have done. Now they've got the ball though, and they set up again for a forward 4-8. Kick is not too bad, just on the bounce there. Himmelberg tries to stand up in the tackle, and he'll get a free kick for a push in the back. Yeah. And just goes on with it a little bit. There's a little bit of feeling out there, and that's going to be a turnover. That'll be a turnover, and that is just clumsy from Himmelberg. The first wrong thing he's done all day, and want to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely there. Silly play. Took the grab and put a knee into the throat of Polglaze. The umpire was all of 30 centimetres away from it. This is Price. Kicked it a great goal late in the second term. He goes to that man, Goulet. Why wouldn't you, gee, Jono? Presenting so well. Kicks the full forward. It looks like it might be Fleming down there. Terrific kick, John O'Goulet. He's stamping his authority on this match. Kurt Fleming kicked a goal late in the second quarter, right on the siren.
Well, if he kicks this, you could almost take a goal off Himmelberg's tally, because that's where it started. It's almost a 12-point turnaround. Himmelberg would have been lining up for goal at the other end, and here we are watching Kurt Fleming, a shot on goal for the Black Diamond League.
This will be his third goal if he kicks it. One from a set shot, one from on the run earlier. Keeps it very low.
Oh, O'Brien. It's over the line.
It's all been all the Black Diamond in this third term. NEAFL have had their opportunities, but really undisciplined play there from Himmelberg up the other end. Anyway, play goes on. That was high there against O'Malley. It will be Collins and that familiar switch from the NEAFL side. This is how they have scored against the Black Diamonds so far in this match. They've opened them up. Black Diamonds slowing down the play, and they look a lot more accountable than they did early in that first quarter. Kicks it out in the direction of Fife. Boundary throw in.
Approaching the 12.5-minute mark of this, the third term. And as you call it, Ryan, it's been all Black Diamonds so far in the third. They've opened up the biggest lead of the game in their favour of 13 points. Trying to push through there was Rennett. He's been good for the NEAFL under 22s. Comes back. O'Brien load up. And Mark unable to be taken. Pack forms, and there's a little bit of Buck and Broncos going on at the bottom of the pack. As this one's wrapped up, and we'll see a ball up just on the Black Diamond end of the centre square.
Away we go again. It was Price that time doing the tap work, and away it comes out to this outer side. Josh Polglaze will be first there for the Black Diamond, but he's outnumbered by 3 guys who would drop the ball in the end. Could have been pinged for holding the ball, and away go the NEAFL. This is when they've been at their most damaging. Takes a bounce, but it was a fumbly one. The player out there was Fife. He was hit pretty late. Gives it back there to Foley. Foley kicks towards the half-forward flank. Fleming's probably in best position, but it was beautifully done down there by Manton, who started in the middle of the ground. Fleming kicked 2 goals already today. He's been really good. There's a NEAFL player. It's Fife. He's down in the middle of the ground, but Aaron Seen, the young Tasmanian, gets to his left side and kicks down to Price. Price will be too far out to score on this occasion, although we said that earlier, and he dobbed one.
Very impressive from there. Decides to go to the hot spot, looking for and finding Goulet. And the juggling mark sets up another shot on goal for Jono Goulet.
Mentioned it early. Kicked 12 goals in his last 2 appearances at Black Diamond level. He's a terrific forward, probably the most impressive forward in the Black Diamond League at the moment. And just today, it's probably a couple of his set shots that have let him down.
On replay, lucky to be awarded the mark. He really didn't control it. And slots the goal. And this margin opening up now to 19 points. And the Black Diamond right on top at the moment.
Yeah, it's shades of last year almost. I know they didn't play the same side. It was an underage Sydney side that got the jump on the Black Diamond team. The Black Diamond side actually ended up running out that second half and winning by 10 goals. A lot of these guys wouldn't have been involved in that match, but it's becoming almost a trademark of this side, much of which is the same from last year, that they finish games strongly. They're a fit team, and the NEAFL guys now need to start asserting some of their authority, kicking it down to Himmelberg and some of these guys that can hit the scoreboard.
Plenty of traffic in the middle of the ground, but it's once again the clearance comes for the Black Diamond lead. They go inside 50, and that man again.
This will be Webster this time.
Webster on this occasion just outside, but now sees the lead. How did he get in that much space? There was no one within 15 metres. And an easy mark taken again by Jono Goulet. He's really stepping up in this third term.
Yeah, he's been sensational. Bishop with the clearance that time. Sort of scrubbed a mongrel-looking kick. Webster read it well. And then Jono Goulet, it was a simple kick in the end, and he's going to go line up for his second goal in as many minutes. Jono lets him down. He kicked one exactly like that early in the first quarter, but a good grab.
Spot up. You'll claim it.
Why not?
Fading across the back, just thinking he might get it back. Goulet. Baker was right onto it. This will be
maybe Price.
Either way, it looks good off the boot. Oh, that's just missed. Margin 20 points.
16 minutes gone. It's been all Black Diamond this third quarter. You can see again the style of play that the NEAFL side are trying to introduce on this match, and bounces it out to 50. But, you know, gains 150 metres. They've got to throw in centre wing and force a draw.
Griffiths again for the NEAFL under 22s. Broke the line, but ends up in a stoppage. The way the Black Diamond are playing at the moment, he backed them in to bring the ball right back in where it came from. Comes in now. Gordon in the ruck for the NEAFL. Brings it down. Fleming leads the race. Standing up in the tackle. I think that was Mahadi. And at the bottom of the pack now, Law. Just tackled and holding the ball. The umpire said he dragged it in. Good work from O'Brien. Wants to move the ball quickly. Goes back into the corridor, running onto it.
Metcalf.
And he lines up. Who's there for? He had absolutely no right to take that Goulet. He was 3 or 4 metres off the back of the pack.
Jono now, he's playing on confidence, isn't he? You can see every time the ball goes forward, he's taking grabs left, right and centre, and I'll tell you what, if he was kicking straight, he could have easily had 6 or 7 to this stage of the match. Jono, this would be his third set shot for the quarter. Kicks that one. Jono Goulet kicks his second for the third quarter. And it's the Black Diamond now with a little bit of breathing space. They lead 11-8-74. The NEAFL side, who have had next to no scoring opportunities in this third quarter, they're 7-6-48.
So, yes, wonderful game when it goes your way. And right now it's going for the Black Diamond League, and more importantly, going for Jonathan Goulet up the front. He is leading the way on the scoreboard.
Very warm day here at Blacktown. We're standing out in the sun earlier. Beautiful winter conditions and the ground in immaculate condition. NEAFL dearly needed clearance here. They need to get it down to Himmelberg. They need to get it down to a couple of these tall forwards, and that's a good start. Winning the free kick in the middle of the ground, but it's not a great kick. And it went over the head of the intended forward, who was Askew. Jason Van Dam, the skipper, took the grab and switched it across to Lewis. Strong mark. Webster switches the play, goes out to Haswell. Working that wing really well. Not a great kick. He went for Fleming, he missed him. And I think it was Baker who took the intercept mark across centre wing.
Baker goes backwards, looking for another avenue to goal. They come out, the kick intended, I think, initially for fall. Didn't quite get there, but now comes away with it. One bounce. What can they find going forward? There's a player on the lead. This occasion it was Askew. And he'll look up. Not a lot in front of him. Diamond League have closed off opportunities. Goes towards Powell. Couldn't quite get there, and it goes over the boundary line.
Really like the game of Brendan Lewis, the fullback. Done a little bit of the kicking in duties, but probably gave away a little bit of height and size there in that contest and just forced the spoil. Desperately need a goal here, the NEAFL, throwing deep in their forward line.
Nothing really happening from this contest. In there is Powell, trying to get it clear. A lot of people standing around watching. Umpire comes in. Certainly no space to work in the forward line for the NEAFL under 22s. Powell again. Could have been wrapped up high and eventually gets one in the back from Dawes.
Paid the high tackle to the umpire then. There's probably more in the back the second half of it. But Powell shows a little bit of initiative, put his head over the footy. Probably needs a few of his teammates to do the same in this third quarter. And he'll go back and attempt to kick the first goal for the NEAFL in this second half.
Desperately need this. His way in. Here's Thomas Powell. Kick, not a great one, and hits the post.
Wasn't hit with much conviction, that particular one from Powell.
It's one of those awkward ones where you kick from 50 out, you put everything into it. 30 out, why do you just chip it? Just put it on the road.
Bit of a Travis Cloak theory. Josh Polglaze deep full-back. Yet to concede a goal this quarter, the Black Diamond. That would please Chris Bishop immensely. Peter Van Dam, who's been one of the best players in this match thus far for the Black Diamond side. This is Dawes. Played a little bit of time in the ruck. And also up forward. Now he takes this one at centre-half back. He's going to go in the direction there of Webster. Webster takes a great grab. It was an ambitious kick. It was good enough in the end. It hit Haswell. And Haswell turns around, and the skill level of the Black Diamond side has gone up threefold in comparison to how it was early. That one doesn't reach the mark. Seen's been aggressive all day. Took on a tackler, went with the don't argue. Gee, umpire almost played holding the ball. I reckon it was just about there. Fife's in there for the NEAFL. They look just a little bit slow, but the way they go, look at the pressure of the Black Diamond side. Here's Mifsud. He gets a sweeping handball out to the far wing. Umpire pays a free kick. It's Mifsud with his hands on his face, down on his haunches. You'd assume it's going to him.
He's calling it downfield, which is
okay.
Going to Mifsud, but downfield. Goes now to Bishop. Bishop's kick inside. Well, it's just slowed to a almost a jogging pace now, and the Black Diamond are doing it as they wish.
That was Van Dam. Webster saw the space, ran into it. And from Bishop to Van Dam to Webster. As the game's gone on to the NEAFL boys, they just look a bit more tired. They're losing the spring in their step. The tackling pressure isn't there. And as we mentioned earlier, they're yet to register a major in this third quarter, and it'll be Jimmy Webster, who kicked 2 behinds in the third quarter. He's going to line up for his first for the match. Webster hits it pretty well, straight through the middle. Webster kicks a goal, and it's the Black Diamond side, 12-8-80. They've blown them away in this third quarter. The NEAFL side are 7-7-49.
Yeah, the real run and intensity on the football that we saw in that opening stages of the game has really gone out of the NEAFL Under-22s game. And just a slow grind by the Black Diamond boys. The pressure they applied, even though they were getting beaten around the packs early on in the game, has put them in good stead for the rest of the contest. And here they go again.
It's that time Seen. O'Brien dropped a chest mark. Oh, he nearly got the handball out the back to Bishop. This is Fowl, who's been probably one of the better players for the NEAFL. Look at him spring out of centre half back, and this is what they've missed. He goes for his... He had 2 bounces and put it on the left foot. Kicks it deep down. Oh! Nearly a hanger down there. I can't see the number on the back of his...
Ray.
It was Ray. What an attempt. Jason Van Dam butters up with a terrific tackle. Crockmale's down there. He's moved up forward in the dying stages of the third quarter. Oh, look at the work there from the NEAFL side. And missing to the right-hand side there was Griffiths. It was some handiwork down there from Crockmale and Griffiths. Couldn't kick the major they so desperately need.
Ball comes out. It's intended for the big ruckman. Might just run out of space. He just keeps it in at the last minute, but tackled over the line was Baker. Good effort there from Sam O'Brien. Approaching the 25-minute mark of this third term. A bit of time on due to the scoring done by the Black Diamond boys.
This time Haswell. He's going to go for the switch across ground. It was a bit of a nothing kick. Peter Van Dam got a free kick for holding there. I didn't see it. He goes down to Goulet. Why wouldn't you go to him? Jono couldn't take the grab. Was well affected there. He's going to go back though to Webster, the last goal kicker. He's got a little bit of time. Elects to handball back to Seen. He's got Baker even further back. Look at them use the footy now. Peter Van Dam tried to sell a bit of candy. Just got the handball off in time. This is O'Malley. Just waltzed through. Goes off to Seen. Seen's a left footer. And a poor kick from Aaron Seen. Out on the full. Could have given the handball over the top. Elected to kick. But all the running at the moment going with the Diamond boys.
Been scanning the ground for the last 5 minutes, trying to find where Himmelberg was. And here he is popped up at full back. So I don't know whether they've recognised that Goulet was really trying to starting to get on top, and they've put someone back on him, or could they just be making him earn his little indiscretion down here with the turnover?
You'd think, however, they need to kick a score.
What better punishment for a full forward to send him straight back to full back?
I don't recall a free kick going the way of NEAFL this quarter. It's probably indicative of the fact that the Black Diamond are just a little bit harder at it at the moment. They're willing to work a bit more for each other. Baker goes to that man, Peter Van Dam, who would have had at least 20 disposals in this match so far, as is this man, Sam O'Brien. He's played on a wing, he's played up forward, he's been through the middle. And you just can't see a way back into it for the NEAFL at the moment. They've taken, as Craig mentioned, their goal kicker, who looked like grabbing everything, Harrison Himmelberg, put him at full back after a knee to the throat earlier in the quarter on Josh Polglaze. We don't know the thinking behind it, but anyway, back to the play. Sam O'Brien, loads up from 45, straight over the goal umpire's head. Sam O'Brien kicks his first, I believe, and the Black Diamond are running away with this one. It's 13-8-86. Can you believe it? 7-8-50 for the NEAFL side. They're 6 goals adrift.
Late in this third term, and it's a long way back for the NEAFL boys if this relentless attacking from Black Diamond League keeps up.
Just looking up into the forward line of the NEAFL side, it just doesn't look the same. It doesn't have that potency without the big man Himmelberg, who, you're exactly right, Craig, he's lining up a full-back against John O'Goulay.
You just think in a representative side like this, surely you've got a better defender
It was Crockmall, wasn't it?
Than the bloke that was kicking your goals. I don't understand it, as I say, unless there's a lesson to be learned in it. They go forward on a rare occasion. They'll get a free kick here for high contact, and their first real opportunity to score. As the Black Diamond boys might have given away the free kick, but they're not going to let them get away with it. Just let them know we're still in the area. Taking all the time in the world is Tyler Collins.
Bit going on now. Collins directly in front. He's kicked it well, claps his hands, he's up and about. He kicks his first for the NEAFL side, and the first goal for them in this third quarter. It's been all running for the Black Diamond. They needed that one desperately. Free kick after a sloppy tackle from the Diamond backline, and it's Collins. Kicks the goal, and they trail back to a 5-goal margin.
Back in the middle of Balcktown International Sports Park. And it's going to be Fleming to get the clearance, but turnover comes in the middle. Collins goes back, gives it off to Fife. Now they work it once again to the edge. That's the sort of play that they've been playing. That's been working for them this afternoon, but they run out of time in this third term as the siren sounds. And dominant quarter of football from Black Diamond sees the margin 30 points as we go into the three-quarter time break. The NEAFL 8-8-56, that late last goal, their only major for the term. The Black Diamond AFL 13 goals, 8-86. As I said, the margin 30 points as we go into this, the final break. It's representative footy here at Balcktown International Sports Park, and Black Diamond lead it by 30 points. all set for the start of the fourth term here at Balcktown International Sports Park. The margin's 30 points. It's not at all insurmountable by the NEAFL Under 22s, but they'll have some work to do to stop this Black Diamond League side, as they are right on top at the moment.
Great game of footy. Third quarter belonged totally to the Black Diamond side. They kicked away from the NEAFL boys. It was just the one late goal to the NEAFL side. And it's going to be Gordon doing the ruck work for the NEAFL team. He will be going up against Big Atkin from the Warners Bay Footy Club. They need to score first and they need to score early, but it's not working for them. It's Bishop. Went to O'Brien. Got a free kick for over the shoulder, did Sam O'Brien. And straight away, the Black Diamond boys assert their authority on the third term. It was Bishop who has been sensational, it has to be said, inside. As has this man, Sam O'Brien. Mentioned it earlier, he started on a wing. He's gone through the midfield and kicked a great goal late in that third term. Sam O'Brien kicks the shot at goal. And 35 seconds into the last term, Black Diamond kick their 15th goal from the match. Beg your pardon, their 14th. They lead 14-8-92. It's the NEAFL side 8-8-56.
Yeah, not the start that the NEAFL side would have been looking for. Straight out of the middle, 35 seconds as you called. And they get another one on the board. And it looks pretty grim now for the NEAFL under 22s. Back in the middle, 36 points the margin. Gordon and Atkins go at it again. Atkins wins this one, just can't get it clear, and the umpire says holding the ball.
Yeah,
so
took it out of the ruck, Atkin. It was a good decision.
What can they build here now? They go out to Griffiths. He's been one of the better players for NEAFL. Wrapped up this time by Fleming, who's also been very good. O'Brien's tackled. I think that was Fall. And it goes to Foley. Foley goes back out to Griffiths. Tracks it back. Gives up a bit of ground. But umpire was a little bit quick on the whistle there and will pay Baker the mark.
He's lucky.
Oh, he's not. He's actually going to ball it up. I hate that.
Yeah.
There's no rule in the book, I don't think, that says if the umpire makes an incorrect call, he balls it up. But we'll go with it again. Griffiths took it out of the ruck and was tackled. Black Diamond.
Sam O'Brien again. Looks for Goulet and goes to him. Great kick, Sam O'Brien. Great defence. Forced the tackle.
I said they've started Himmelberg on him again. I really don't understand it, to tell you the truth.
Totally agree. They're, 7 goals down. He kicked a couple early.
Well, and especially in a representative game, Ryan, it's not like you're sort of trying to save 4 points or protect your percentage.
Exactly.
Let the boys play. Goulet's kick looks very good off the boot. Umpire just sits back and admires that one as it goes over his head. And the Black Diamond get another one now. The margin 42 points, and you have to say it's a long way back from here.
Yeah, very, very unlikely that the NEAFL boys are going to bring this one home. It's been all Black Diamond, every facet of the game, attack, defence. The clearances in the second half have almost 100% of the time gone their way. And it's the midfield of Bishop, Seen, Webster, Fleming. O'Brien's bobbed up again in this last term.
Good luck picking a 3-2-1 in this one, Ryan.
Yeah. That's my job, is it?
Did I forget to tell you?
That's foul. They put him in the midfield. He was good off half-back early. That's probably a good decision. Baker, Atkin, Haswell broke a tackle, but no, got tackled in the end. That was there for holding the ball, I believe.
Worked this well, NEAFL. They go inside. The intended target was Taylor. Troubled out of it. How will the Black Diamond defence stand up here? Umpire says, I'll have it.
When things go your way, they go your way in footy. Probably holding the ball decision in there could have gone NEAFL's way, but that's footy.
Another stoppage deep inside 50 for the NEAFL under 22s.
Goulet coming from the ground. He'll feel like he's been robbed 4 minutes into the last term. He probably wants to kick another 3 or 4. Brasington was taken high. Play on was the call. O'Malley ducks the head. Oh, doing well there was Manton, the midfielder. Got it out of the clenches, but Kicked it out on the full. It'll be Haswell. Hard to pick a bad player out of this Black Diamond side. They've all played the role, as you hear so often in footy. Play your role, play your role. They've tackled well. They've started with their defence, and it's gone a long way to win them this match. This is Baker on the bottom of the pack.
Trying to work his way through now. The NEAFL will get one in a little bit of space. Ball was touched. Coming in now was Williams. Also in there was Crockmale. Tries to work it around the ground. Centering, buttering up. Trying to work one around the corner, and he does. I think that was Williams, was it?
Wow.
Fantastic goal either way. These young fellas need to know which way to turn so the camera sees it. There you go. It was Damien Williams.
Great goal.
Have another look at it. Came out of a lot of traffic. Smothered kick, just tracked it along the boundary line. Under pressure.
Eddie Betts.
Pretty happy with that one.
Away we go again. Atkin up against Gordon. Both sides starting the midfield the way they started the last term. Trying to get a kick forward there was Foley, but it was smothered by Webster. Goes back to Fleming. Fleming's been great. The NEAFL are out though again. Trying to introduce this running game that we missed from the first quarter almost.
Here's Griffiths again for the NEAFL. Drives them inside 50. One-on-one contest. Couldn't take the mark. At the back was Crockmale. Could have been a high contact. It was. And goes on for the ride. There's Polglaze. And the NEAFL have another shot on goal. I think it's Rennet. Lines them up and misses. 9 goals, 9. And the NEAFL under 22s. DIAFL 15 goals, 8.
Lewis goes for Webster. This is how they got back into the game, the Black Diamond, just chipping the ball around. Webster goes to his club teammate in Fleming. And they're just playing 1-2 here. The Black Diamond. Waiting for something to open up. You can see Polglaze over the back, and that's who he goes for. That's a great kick. Josh Polglaze got out, got the handball back. That's Haswell. He's going to elect to kick into the middle of the ground again, and there's Fleming. He had the ball a little earlier in the middle of the ground. Goes to his club coach in Bishop. Not a great handball from Bishop, but Baker was good enough. Little fumbly ball. NEAFL recover, and they want to drive it forward. They need to score the NEAFL. Who's going to kick a goal for them? Good play here. They're off. That was Ray who delivered into centre half forward. He's asking his player to go back to the goal square and does so.
Conducting. They'll finish this one off, the NEAFL under 22s. In fact, they won't.
Oh. You could see him there. He was telling his teammate, run towards the goal square. I'll handball it to you. It was probably a little bit slow, but the Diamond defence were good enough to catch on. And they just can't buy a goal here. The NEAFL side, they're going to need to kick 6 or 7 to be in it, you'd imagine. They're right up against it. Webster on the half-back flank. He's had a great game.
It was really those first 3 goals of the game that the under-22s just piled on, and you thought, wow, this is going to be a long day, but just through sheer grit and determination, BDAFL worked their way back in, and then once they got on top, they really rolled with it. They go again now, the NEAFL under-22s, but it's a 2-on-1 contest, and it didn't really sit well for for Will Taylor. And here the BDAFL go again in the arms of O'Malley, tracked down, gets the handball away, gets it across now to Webster. Webster's kick, not a great one, just didn't get enough height underneath it. And Price is wrapped up in a good tackle. The umpire should ball this one up. And we'll see a ruck contest on the side of the ground. We've played 9 minutes of this final term, and the BDAFL lead by 34 points. Bishop, just the general in and around the stoppages. Bounces up for him. Goes back to Scene. It's handball over. It's turned over. And now the NEAFL set up again. Play on quickly. Touched ball. Williams, his kick is offline anyway and goes through for another minor score.
Really impressed here with the endeavour of both sides late in the game. You can tell they're playing hard, trying to will their sides over the line, but it's the Black Diamond team who've just been the better outfit in the second quarter. Van Dam kick it to Webster. A player just came off the bench. It was Vasey. And Vasey's got it on centre wing for the Black Diamond side. Goes down to Goulet. And John O'Goulet. His hands have been on song today. His kick wasn't on that occasion. Van Dam, Webster. They're just lining up the Black Diamond players. Webster uses it beautifully on this occasion. Kicks it down. I believe that's Zach Metcalf. It is, and Metcalf, after just a beautiful build-up, it was the Black Diamond team that time with all of the running, and haven't the tables turned on this match?
Still can't understand the Himmelberg decision to throw him back there at fullback. And with all due respect, it's not like he's beating Goulet either. As Goulet's coming up the ground taking marks, he's kicked goals. So you've taken away your best forward option and he's not impacting the game at the other end of the ground. That should be a free kick. Not forthcoming. His work done on the ball was Williams with no intent for the football. Going back with it now is Dawes. Wrapped up, gone. Good tackle by Collins. And now they've got some run. There's Himmelberg. Left his player for a little while. He's just got that natural attraction to the forward 50. And they found Stephen Ray. Comes right on his limit. Sideway and found Fall.
Been one of the better players for the NEAFL side. Fall. He'll kick from 60. Left foot, drop, punt on its way. Lovely looking kick. The umpire's paid a free kick. It hit the post. I can't see. Okay, so it's going to go to the NEAFL side for a holding free. About 40 metres directly in front of goal.
It's a tough one, that one. He gets a bad kick on it, drops 1 metre short, and he gets the downfield advantage. And because he hit the post, comes back.
Yeah.
Secondary kick is going to return the same result. 9 goals, 12. The kicking this final term has not been very much to write home about either, the NEAFL under-22s. They've had opportunities and just haven't been able to score the major.
Kick goes out towards Price. Takes a great grab, Price. Players standing up all over the ground for this Black Diamond side. You can see him look towards the middle of the ground. That's the way they've played. That's the way they've got back into this match. Goes for seam, but he's outnumbered. That's a free.
Let's jump play on here, I reckon. Just didn't sit up for him.
Powers jumped over scene. There will be seen on centre wing. Webster presents and he honours Webster. Wasn't a great kick in the end, being led under the ball there by Taylor. And an average kick. But works out for Powers. Under pressure again at this NEAFL side. Black Diamond tackling's been sensational, but they work it out. That was through Law. Down towards centre wing, this is Powell. Powell trying to draw a play. He's run a long way. Ended up handballing over the top and he gets it back again. This is the running game we've missed. Are they overusing it a little bit? It looks like they are. It was Jason Van Dam, the skipper. Laid a tackle at centre half forward. Yeah.
The umpire sort of missed the arm, came over the shoulder. Blindsided by the umpire. I'm not trying to reap the ball out. Won't give it up. Uncontested ruck there. Black Diamond just bang it forward. Once again, Powell. Goes short. Taking the mark on this wing. Here's Collins. Turns around, not a lot of space to work in there. Set a task for Williams and
Basington. Rosington went for the handball back to Van Dam. Big Jace had his back turned to it. Goes over the line. Nearly 15 minutes gone here. Black Diamond with a 6-goal advantage after a dominant premiership quarter. Had all the scoring. Bishop onto the bottom of the pack. He's coached, he's played, he's done it all today as Bishop. He's had a sensational game, as is the tackler on the bottom of that one, Peter Van Dam.
Approaching the 15-minute mark of this final term. They're all in 6s and 9s at the moment. 66 plays 99. And a little tap over, trying to work something for O'Brien. The end has to apply the tackle on Collins, and they work it back inside the NEAFL. They're starting to find a few glimpses of what we saw early in the match. And Surtbass's kick just turns Griffiths around. He's certainly been one of their best this afternoon, Liam Griffiths. And now they work it by hand. Powell, in fact I think it was Rene, goes inside and chopped off by, that's O'Malley.
Oh, they're out. Here go the Black Diamond side. It's Van Dam. He's played so much time at full back. It's a clever kick. He goes for Scene over the top. Scene's being trailed down there by Ray, and Ray in the back line has been pretty solid. Boundary throw in deep. Black Diamond attacking. 16 minutes gone. Blacktown #1 sports ground. The second half's belong to this Black Diamond outfit. The NEAFL side starting the game with so much authority and run and skill. Just haven't been able to tackle and pressure their opposition as well as the Black Diamond have.
Handball away, looking for space out, although it's chopped off, and a goal's been scored.
Chris Bishop, the coach.
The coach, captain, general, lieutenant, and everything below. Chris Bishop splits the middle and racks up the ton. They lead by 39 points.
Very deserving of the goal, Chris Bishop. He's led from the front today. Had a lot of inside possessions. And thoroughly deserving. Kicking a goal there on the wrong side of his body. This will be a great win for the Black Diamond side. They only play the 1 or 2 representative fixtures a year and put a lot of effort and resources into their results. Might be a centre square infringement. This time going against the Black Diamond. It'll go to the ruckman, Gordon. He's going to drive the NEAFL forward, but it's just messy. Try to draw a player, loop a handball over the top, and they're a different side to what we saw early in the game, Craig.
Certainly are. There's an interesting one there, though, with the umpire. I know the player was following an opposition player, like his direct opponent, but he worked his way inside that 10-metre protected zone. Certainly affected. Meanwhile, it's Fleming. Finds a bit of space, works it back around, and it just dribbles through for a goal. And Kurt Fleming gets one. And it's party time for the BDAFL boys.
Sensational play once again. Just a little, perhaps, decision error. I know what you're saying there. The NEAFL player, the NEAFL ruckman, Gordon, potentially didn't go off his line. Tried to go with a handball over the top. It forced a stoppage, and Kurt Fleming, who's had a great game. Look, I keep mentioning about some of these Black Diamond players, but all of them have stood up today and really contributed to this victory. Kicked a great goal from outside of 50 metres. Another centre square infringement. There's been 2 today and they've been in a row. This time again, going again to the ruckman, Gordon. Does it a little bit better. Oh, but he's tackled. Getting the kick away, it's going to be Taylor, and he's going to drive him forward.
Go inside, but the only person home is Brasington for BDAFL. Wants to go central, goes to Chris Bishop again, just working play. Sees something he likes on the wing. Lewis running onto it. One bounce, looks for the handball. It didn't really stay in the spot he wanted it to. Had to kick, looking for Goulet.
Probably took one bounce too many. He had Jono leading at him. And
Mahadi now lining up on Goulet. "19 minutes played, final term." Comes over the back of the pack. Gordon again gets it back, just decides to bring it in. And the umpire says, "I'll have it."
Late in the game now. Playing for concessions, and Goulet was quick. Tried to give the handball off to Webster, who wasn't ready for it. And they've been all right out of this part of the ground of the NEAFL side. They've backed themselves. It's been good to watch. It's when it gets to here that they've had their dramas. It was Dawes, the biggest man on the field. Look at Bishop, the 33-year-old veteran, playing in his... How many games has he played, Bishop? This is his 9th representative match. He looks as good as ever. Goes to Webster, does Baker. And all over the field, the Black Diamond players seem to be finding so much space. Seem to be saying it about everyone, but Webster's stepped up as well. As one of the better players, foul, comes off the ground for the NEAFL side. Substituting Manton goes on. Had a lot of time in the midfield, but it'll be Jimmy Webster. He'll kick from 40. Beautiful user of the footy, generally speaking. Misses to the left. Kicked the 1-goal 3 today as James. The NEAFL side now playing for a bit of pride.
Comes out looking for Williams. The handball out. Kicked a fantastic goal earlier. Did Williams. It's now under pressure coming out of defence. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Gordon. Looks like he's going to go up against Van Dam in this ruck contest. So a few strings to his boat. Comes down looking for Rene. Couldn't run onto it. Tracks it back. Still over the ball. Gets it eventually. Stops. Tries to go the other way. Gets it back to Gordon. Swings around. Trying to go down the line, but it's all Black Diamond in this area of the ground. Scrubby kick going forward. Really didn't hit the target, and the free kick will come. He was pleading his case before the umpire had blown his whistle there, Fleming. They've coughed it up, though, and then once again they get a free kick. Play on again. The free kicks don't seem to bother the NEAFL under-22s. They just keep going with it. They come out into all sorts of space out here now. Little short kick over the top's a good one. Finds Powis. Goes inboard. This is better. Found Powell. Tried to burrow his way through. Gets it back to Baker. Just puts it up high, but no one home.
Poor kick from Baker. Had a heap of space and just bombed it away on his left side, but it's no fail. Brendan Lewis goes out in the direction of Metcalf. Gets it on the bounce. Handballs back to Webster. He's been super active. He's had heaps of it. Peels around and goes for O'Brien. So many good players, so many contributors today for this Black Diamond side. The midfielders have kicked goals, as have their spearhead forwards. And a strong contest. He went back with the flight, but the Black Diamond are out. O'Malley fumbled. Putting his head over the footy there was...
It's Gordon out there.
Gordon the ruckman.
Gordon's kick looking for a player. I think it found Williams. Turns around, goes quickly. Offline kick though. And once again, they mop up on the last line. Goes out to Metcalf. Puts it back from where it came. And found a teammate in Webster. Yeah, he's been everywhere this afternoon. There's James Webster. Certainly be in the running. Pops up again. They've got plenty of numbers around this down to 22s. Comes out to Griffiths. Another one who might feature in the best on for the NEAFL under 22s. His kick's perfect. Brilliant kick, well weighted, and did not break stride, Blake Rene. And his kick now finds the running player in, that was Williams again. Just a little bit lazy on the kick, but mind you, he's just slotted it through. Easy as you like.
Great finish.
The kick from Griffiths was a good one. Found Blake Rene. And then Williams seems to be running on his own out there at the moment. Got it nicely. No one on the mark, so thought I'll just step around. And liked it the whole way. You were right in your assumption that he's a little bit Eddie Betts-like, Williams. Doesn't mind screwing around the corner.
Kicked a great goal in the, might have been the second term. There's Webster, Bishop, these familiar names for the Black Diamond side who have absolutely dominated the second half. Goulet keeps it in front of himself. Unselfish, gives it back inside. Terrific play, Black Diamond. It's going to go over the top. Kurt Fleming kicks the goal. Great running, unselfish play from the Black Diamond forward line. Kurt Fleming ended up with the goal, and they respond straight away. 18-10, 118. 10-12, 72 at NEAFL. It's been a convincing win.
Yeah, good work by Goulet. Turned his player around. This one here just took him on, stepped inside from Vasey. Handball over to Fleming. Easy as you like.
Good player Nathan Vasey. Leads the vice captain for the Nelson Bay Footy Club. And along with him and Price flying the flag for his club today. Scene got on his left side. They've had the right balance of in and outside midfielders today at the Black Diamond. Goulet with the fend on. He's just gone hard all day. Back inside there was that man Vasey again. Baker did the full 360 and wasn't penalised. Away go NEAFL.
Griffiths in amongst it as well. Trying to find Williams. Tracks it back, applies the tackle, holds feet. That's the skill. You apply the tackle, but still hold your feet. But the Black Diamond have turned it around again. Baker under a bit of pressure coming in the form of Powers. And it's Powers that comes up with the ball. A good kick further through the field. They'll go inside. Griffiths was split open earlier in the game. Been out there for the majority and has been contributing very well for the NEAFL under-22s.
He's had a great game. Great spoil over there by Webster.
Approaching the 26-minute mark. There mustn't be long to go in this game. And it's been over for quite some time.
Tell you what, Craig, I'm starting to feel the pressure here. I'm starting to sweat. I've got to pick the best players. I didn't sign up for this.
The 3-2-1s will come from the commentary box, the coaches' boxes, and of course the umpires as well. So we'll get plenty of views on it. And congratulations to whoever gets the chocolates in the end. I think they'd have to come from the Black Diamond side because they've been so dominant. Bishop. Oh.
And the coach, it'll be fitting. He'll have, may not be the last kick of the game, but it will go close. Kicked a goal earlier in the quarter, did Bishop. Was on his wrong side. He'll use his left for this one. Bishop goes back, left foot. Easy as you like. Straight over the head of the goal umpire. And Bishop well and truly puts a full stop on this victory. Young Griffiths in there having something to say about it.
I reckon he's had a crack at him as he's lining up, which is every opposition player's right. Bishop has come back at him, but good on Griffiths.
Yeah.
Didn't top his head and walk away. But not been a lot to ride home about for the NEAFL under-22s. So we reset in the middle. Approaching the 28-minute mark. It's been a long quarter.
This one goes down to towards Price. He was beaten on that occasion. There's that man Bishop again, but the half-back line of the NEAFL kept plugging away all day. It's probably been more of a dysfunctional forward line in the second half that's almost cost them, and that'll do it. It's the Black Diamond representative team. Victors today at Balcktown Sports Ground. 19-10, 124. It was a convincing win in the end. 10-12, 72. Craig, great game of footy.
Certainly was, and we've said it throughout the afternoon. The NEAFL under-22s came out of the blocks with an absolute spurt. They kicked the first 3 goals of the game, and you got the sense that they were just going to outskill the Black Diamond boys, but they stayed in there with some endeavour at the football and worked their way back in. I think they trailed by maybe 6 points at quarter time, and not for the last kick of that second quarter. They would have gone in all square at half-time. The Black Diamond scored the goal right on the siren and went in 6-point leaders at half-time. And from there on in, it was all Black Diamond. And in the end, they linked up, and their endeavour on the football was first-rate. So a big congratulations from the Black Diamond boys. You get another win down here in Sydney in the representative weekend. And it was very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success in recent years. They're, look, definitely not an easy win for any side that comes from maybe stronger parts of the state. Just looking at some of the better players, firstly for the NEAFL side, thought that Fife had a really good first half. Powers was pretty solid. Cert Bass was serviceable through the 4 quarters. Griffiths, for me, was the best player for the NEAFL side today. He's probably just going to miss out on the votes. Thought Ray was good across half-back. Baker, Manton played a bit of time through the midfield. Crockmale ended up in the forward line. Himmelberg, we spoke about it earlier. He started up forward for the NEAFL side. He was moved into the back line in the second half and played on Goulet, which was an interesting move, but his impact was completely quelled in the second half. Looking at the victors, the Black Diamond team, they were sensational across the board. Mifsud was strong, smallest guy on the ground. Kurt Fleming was sensational for the Black Diamond team, kicked a few goals, as was Price. You look across the full back line, Lewis was sensational, Jason Van Dam, Peter Van Dam was great, Jimmy Webster was sensational, Sam O'Brien was everywhere as well. John O'Goulay kicked a handful of goals and certainly one of the better players. So looking at the votes, I'm going to give one vote today to the number 12, James Webster, for the Black Diamond. I'm going to give 2 votes to John O'Goulay for his impact. He played all over the ground, but I thought the best player on the ground for his work at the bottom of the pack and on the outside, and he kicked a couple of goals. I'm going to give it to the coach, the number 20, Chris Bishop, as the best on-ground player in my side today.
Well, the powers that be will tally those up with the coaches' votes and the umpires' votes. Thanks for joining me up here, Ryan Webster from Bar TV, who covers the Black Diamond week in, week out up there.
Pleasure.
Check it out on the Black Diamond's website. Congratulations to them, winners this afternoon. We'll wrap things up here, but we've got one big game to go. AFL Sydney will take on AFL Canberra, starting at around about 2:30. But in this game, Black Diamond, 52-point winners over the NEAFL under-22s.